Hi, I'm Heli from Finland and today I'm going to give you some solo traveling tips. Solo traveling, isn't it great because you can use your time while traveling to things that you like to do. But sometimes traveling by yourself might feel unsafe or a bit lonely. So that is why I'm going to give you 7 tips how to connect with locals even before traveling. These tips are especially suitable for trips where you are going to stay in one location for a longer time, for several weeks at least. So these are not like holiday trip tips, but business trips or maybe relocating yourself or remote working trip or something like that. These 7 tips are something that I have tested and done by myself. And then we are going to test 2 bonus tips that I got from ChatGPT. So AI gave me tips how to make friends. Let's see how that goes. Think about your hobbies, things that you like to do. There must be people who like similar things. So start searching for local organizations that organize meetings and events around your hobbies. Check if they have social media presence, if you can find names of the people who work for these organizations, and if you can ask their help how to get connected with local people. Practical examples: if you like to do some sports, find the local sports club. If you like to make music, find the Music Makers Association and see what kind of happenings they have around. Tell these people that you found that you are coming to visit their country, and I'm pretty sure you might get surprised how much people are willing to help you. Make a list of co-working places that you find from that area that you're traveling to. You can use this list in 2 ways. One is that you can check what kind of events they host. And 2, for example, if a rainy day hits, maybe you want to spend time indoors working on some stuff and at the same time have the possibility of meeting new people. Check if there are Facebook groups around those places that you're going to visit, or if there are international hobby groups related to your interests where you could meet people from that location that you are aiming to. Don't be too scared if people in that group speak or write a language that you don't understand. Most of the social media platforms already offer AI translation tools. And most of the people in those groups also speak English, although of course they use their native tongue when they talk with each other. But it's okay to place a question in English in most of the groups. Also, there are some social media apps concerning hobbies. For example, I as a music maker, I use an app called Bumper, where I can meet music makers around the world, and I can search music makers from other countries, and that allows me to contact music makers from the destination where I'm traveling to. Check website or app called meetup.com. You can use it for free when you are searching for events. You just put there information about the place and time when you are around, and it gives you a list of meetups you can join. During last few months I have, for example, joined here in Helsinki a meetup of creative people where we just created stuff and then presented it to each other. And then I've joined a pitching competition where I just listened to startup companies pitching their products. One thing I have to say about these events though is that at least here in Helsinki, most of the people who have joined the events are coming from different countries, so they are not necessarily locals there. But you find your international crowd. Read through local event pages. Mostly they are operated by local tourist offices, or search for a local newspaper and check their event section. Really fun way to meet locals and learn new stuff. I'm talking about Airbnb experiences. These experiences are some small events that local people organize, and they can be around like cooking classes, art classes, sports, anything, and you pay to join those classes. When I was in Prague a couple of years ago, I did a 2-hour electric bike trip with a guide through Airbnb experiences, and then I paid for a local photographer so that he guided me around the town and took professional pictures of me. Isn't that fun? You can also search from YouTube and from Spotify podcasts who are talking about that city that you're going to travel to. For example, I searched for Cascais in Portugal, where I'm going to travel, and I happened to hear a podcast where they interviewed a music maker who lives there. And I contacted that lady and found out that she organizes networking events for locals and for foreigners. And of course, I told her that I would join. So keep your eyes and ears open in different channels and search for information. And then we are going to test some bonus tips given by ChatGPT. ChatGPT told that I could meet locals in language exchange services and mentioned 2 of these services that I've never heard before: Tandem, Hello Talk. So I guess the idea is that I would register there as a person who can talk Finnish, and then I would wish that somebody who speaks Portuguese would be interested in learning Finnish. Oh, I don't think there are many that kind of people available, but let's see what happens with this rare language combination. First, I search for Tandem language exchange, and I can see here that it's an app, but I'm just trying to first search information about the languages available. And I can see here that Portuguese said, but the flag symbol that refers to Brazilian Portuguese, and I would like to learn European Portuguese, so that was a bit confusing for me. Then when I pressed this other languages button, it just told me to upload an app. So then I decided that I will search if there is some information available about these other languages available on the website. I was happy to find a Finnish flag and language from these supported languages lists, but when I continued to Portuguese, I still saw that just a flag of Brazil there. So that made me feel that maybe the European version of the language is not available. And that's why I decided to quit my searching and see what Hello Talk offers for me. So let's see. Hello Talk seems to be an app as well. But they offered on their website more information about people who are using the app. At least I think these were cases of real people and not just some fake profiles that they present here. So it seemed like I could get at least some examples, although now that I look at these pictures, they could be AI generated. And here I can see Portuguese with the Portuguese flag, so I was happy about that. But then when I started to go through of these profiles, I saw that all of them, at least the first like 6 or 7 that I went through, say that I would need to have the capability of speaking that language fluently, and I'm just a beginner. So also this service made me feel that
this is not the place for me.
I'm not going to upload those apps because it looks like you have to be able to keep on some sort of conversation on that other language, and I can barely speak like 200 words of Portuguese, so there's no anything to talk about. So this tip is only if you already know the local language a bit more than I do. And also I think it works best if your own native language is some big known language that people want to learn too. Next, ChatGPT's bonus tip also includes names of the services that I'm not familiar with, so I have to read them here. So it recommends me to participate in online travel forums like Lonely Planet's Thorn Tree. I've heard of Lonely Planet, but what is this Thorn Tree? Let's see. And then TripAdvisor's travel boards. I have had an account in TripAdvisor and I have a profile, user profile, and I have like recommended some places, but I have no idea what these travel boards are. So let's see.
Oh, this doesn't look very promising. The first search result says that Thorn Tree is coming to an end. Okay, so this service doesn't even exist anymore. But what about this Thorn Tree forum that I found from the search results as well? Well, it seems that when I put Portugal as a topic, there are just like few discussions and they are more than 1 year old, so no. Next please. What about these TripAdvisor forums? Okay, I accept. Let's see if they have anything from Portugal. Oh, this looks promising, but I have to organize this based on the date, published date. And here we see that there have been several posts even today, and there are lots of people talking about different topics. Now I'm trying to find a topic that I might be interested in, just to see what the discussion looks like. Is it something that I can join, or can I even see who these people discussing on are? Because of course, if I want to make connections, I have to be able to connect with people, with profiles, and not just with messages. Okay, I find this one post interesting where they are asking about what kind of plug you need when you use your equipments like hair dryers or electrical appliances in Portugal. Let's see what this post says. Okay, it's pretty clear. There's a person asking and person answering, and I can see how active these people have been on this platform. And if I click on person's profile name, I can see how many articles they have written, and there is a message option, but of course I would need to sign into the service to be able to message anyone.
This seems like a usable tip because the messages are recent and I can see who is the poster, and I assume that if I sign in I can contact them. So maybe I will even post my own post and ask if there are some music makers traveling around at the same time of year. If you have any other tips, let me know so I can test them. And please subscribe to this channel so that you will join my trip to Portugal. See you!